Hey everyone, and welcome back to Walks and Wall Street. Today we are standing outside of the Sherry Netherland Hotel, as well as the Plaza Hotel, right here on Central Park South and Fifth Avenue. And on today's walking tour, we're going to be going all the way down Fifth Avenue to 34th Street Empire State Building and crossing over to the brand new Penn 2 project, which is Vornado's revitalization of the Penn District. But right now we have this beautiful view overlooking the Plaza Hotel. You can see the Steinway Tower, which is the skinniest residential apartment building in the entire world. You see Central Park Tower, and that building right here is 220 Central Park South, developed by Vornado. So let's go ahead and get on Fifth Avenue and get started. My favorite hotel on Fifth is the Sherry Netherland Hotel that's right in front of us. If you ever read the book Reminiscences of a Stock Operator, which is based upon the life of Jesse Livermore, he spent a lot of time right here at the Sherry Netherland. So oftentimes a lot of traders on Wall Street, anytime they come to New York, they'll stay right here on the corner of Fifth Avenue and Central Park South, 781 Fifth. It's about 86 degrees with 67% humidity in Manhattan. You see all the construction in the distance here? This is Grand Army Plaza, and they're going to be doing a complete revitalization, and it's going to look fantastic because this was kind of run down, beaten down over the years, and they really should make it nice, being that it's right here on Fifth Avenue outside the plaza. So in about 8 months now, you're going to have a brand new Grand Army Plaza. Go ahead and cross to the east side of Fifth Avenue, right outside the GM building, as well as the flagship Apple store right here on Fifth. Now, if we were to continue down all the way west on Central Park South, that would take us to Columbus Circle and the Deutsche Bank Towers, formerly known as the Time Warner Center. Deutsche Bank is a major bulge bracket German investment bank that has moved their headquarters from 60 Wall Street into the Time Warner Center. Now, this big tall building that we're looking at right now is 432 Park. That is one of the most luxurious buildings on New York City's Billionaires Row. And it was developed by Harry Macklow, who also did the largest office to condo conversion in New York City's history at 1 Wall Street. Now the corner of West 58th Street. We turn the camera to the right, you'll see all of New York City's Billionaires Row. Steinway Tower, which, by the way, only has 60 residences. 157 and Central Park Tower. Both 157 and Central Park Tower were developed by the one and only Extel, which is Gary Barnett. Passing the Bergdorf Goodman on both our right and left side. But we're going to be coming up on the Louis Vuitton store as well as Tiffany. Now, Tiffany was acquired by LVMH, Moet Hennessy. That is Bernard Arnault's company. And when they bought Tiffany, they spent $500 million, $500 million renovating flagship Tiffany store right here on the corner of 57th Street and 5th, and it looks absolutely beautiful. If you get a chance to visit New York, even if you're not in the market for purchasing jewelry, I would highly, highly recommend just doing a quick walking tour through the building here to see all the renovations. This building across the street is totally gut renovated and brand new. This is the very luxurious Aman New York Hotel. It's one of the most luxurious and expensive hotels in New York City. And as a little bit of an update here, Aman is opening up a brand new hotel in Mid-Beach, Miami. So if you like the brand, they're also opening up one in South Florida. We are now passing the Trump Tower. This is open to the public from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. There's restaurants in here, there's little coffee shops, and you also have entrance to the atrium. So if you're curious to see what the Trump Tower looks like inside, you're more than welcome to visit and go in between the hours of 8 a.m. and 10 p.m. Now, for those of you who didn't know, the Trump Tower on Fifth Avenue is a multi-purpose building. There's retail, there's commercial, there's office, and there's also luxury condominiums. Now, where you enter for the luxury condos is not on Fifth Avenue. It's right off of Fifth Avenue on East 56th Street, where you can see all these barricades. The exact address, I believe, is 721 Fifth Avenue. And it is this entrance. So oftentimes when you watch the news and you see Trump coming out of the Trump Tower, it's through the side entrance here, which is where you can go up to the condos. Approaching 55th Street, and on either side of the street are two very famous and notable buildings. We'll go ahead and start off with the right side of the street. This is the 5-star luxury hotel called the Peninsula, and during the holidays the lobby is absolutely gorgeous, decorated for Christmas. Once again, the Peninsula sits on the westernmost side of the street on East 55th and 5th Avenue. Or excuse me, the westernmost side of the street. And on the easternmost side of the street, where you have this Con Edison construction, this is the St. Regis Hotel, which is also another 5-star hotel right here in New York City. If you continue on down 55th, which we'll go for a quick second, you also have the very famous Polo Club just off to the left. So you can see just past this ladder with this gentleman standing out front, that is the Polo Bar by Ralph Lauren. And this is the main entrance to the St. Regis. There's two other notable buildings I'd like to point out. Right on the corner of 54th Street. The first building is oftentimes overlooked, but it shouldn't be overlooked. As I turn the camera to the right on the corner of West 54th Street and 5th is the beautiful University Club. And you should look at some photos of this building online, particularly on the inside. It's very, very reminiscent of the Stephen Schwarzman building or the New York Public Library. Really stunning detail. And adjacent, which is pretty exciting, on the easternmost side of the street, you have the brand new Mandarin Oriental residences on Fifth Avenue. Now, if you like the Mandarin Oriental brand, the Mandarin Oriental Hotel is in the Deutsche Bank Center at 59th Street, Columbus Circle. And if you frequent Miami, the Mandarin Oriental Hotel in Miami, Florida is on the island of Brickell Key. Now, there was just some major announcements. The original Mandarin Oriental Hotel on Brickell Key that was built in the year 2000 is going to be torn down, and in its place is going to be a $1 billion 850-foot tall skyscraper, the Mandarin Oriental Residences, and a smaller unit which is going to be the hotel. So again, if you love the brand, you could either purchase a condo right here at the Mandarin Oriental Fifth Avenue, and you could also check out the Mandarin Oriental that's going to be completed on the island of Brickell Key in 2027. While we're at this light, I'd like to turn the attention over to the opposite side of the street. You're going to see this very unique building called 53 West 53rd. This is a building that's considered to be in the Billionaires Row of New York City. 53 West 53rd Street. This is 53rd Street. This is one of my favorite buildings on Fifth Avenue. This is the gorgeous St. Thomas Church. Ferragamo store to the left, and Cartier right in front of us, as we make our way down towards St. Patrick's Cathedral and Rockefeller Center. On the corner of 51st Street is the famous St. Patrick's Cathedral, 51st and 5th Avenue. You'll notice the street traffic start to pick up a little bit.
Sunset Rock.
Straight down 51st Street, you would run into the famous Radio City Music Hall and New York City's Rockefeller Center. At St. Patrick's. Coming up here on 50th Street is Saks Fifth Avenue. If you're traveling to New York City during the holidays, Saks Fifth Avenue by far has the best holiday display. Here you have 30 Rockefeller Center. And that beautiful sunset. Approaching New York City's Diamond District. Which I'd say after 5 o'clock is quite quiet. But you could always tell when you're in the Diamond District because you have these diamond-shaped lamps. Start to see the spire of the Empire State Building. That's all the way on 34th Street. get down to 42nd Street, if you make a left towards the east side of Manhattan, that'll take you towards 1 Vanderbilt, Grand Central Station, and the Chrysler Building.
approaching the corner of 42nd Street. On the right side of the street is going to be the Stephen Schwarzman Building, or the New York Public Library, and Bryant Park. There's a really big financial district here. You'll have the Bank of America Tower, and then on the other side by Grand Central Station you have 1 Vanderbilt, where TD is, and then all through Park Avenue you have many of the major investment banks, and the brand new 270 Park Avenue building.
here is Stephen Schwartzman Building and the main entrance to Bryant Park. If we turn the camera around, here you can see the beautiful Chrysler Building. And One Vanderbilt. I always recommend this, but if you have an American Express card, and if you're coming to New York City, go ahead and call the number on the back of your card and request they set you up with an appointment to go to the Centurion Lounge at the top of One Vanderbilt. It's a really, really unique place. Has amazing views in New York City. An American Express customer, just call the number on the back of your card and make an appointment / reservation at the Centurion Lounge. This is 41st Street or Library Way. And the building right behind the New York Public Library, that is Salesforce Tower and Bank of America Tower. Say again?
Is it alive?
No, it's not alive. Now, this library to your left on West 40th Street is also the New York Public Library, but it's newer and it has much better technology in my view. If you're interested in the financial markets, go ahead and take the elevator to the 5th floor. And that'll take you to the International Business Center, where you're able to use the Bloomberg terminals at no cost. Now, for those of you who don't know what a Bloomberg terminal is, it's essentially a very expensive piece of financial software. It's about $2,500 a month for the software. But if you don't want to give the former mayor of New York City, Michael Bloomberg, $2,500 a month, you can just come in here and use them for free. Just take the elevator to the 5th floor. Financial research while looking at these beautiful views of Bryant Park, Salesforce Tower, and Bank of America Tower. Which, by the way, as we're recording this video, today is July 7th, and Q2 earnings season is about to start on Friday. The major financials reporting earnings. We have JP Morgan Chase, First up on the chopping block, and then Bank of New York Mellon and Citi. Earnings season always kicks off with the financials. And it looks like they're just turning on the lights at the Empire State Building. This is going to be an unbelievable view here. On the corner of 37th Street. The lights are just coming on at the Empire. So we're going to make a right on 34th Street, but if you were to continue to go down, you would run right into New York City's Koreatown on 32nd Street, which is my personal favorite neighborhood in New York. 34th Street, you're going to see the CUNY Graduate School. And CUNY is an acronym that stands for City University in New York. Not to be confused with SUNY, which is State University in New York. CUNY is a city college. Most people who go to CUNY are either from the city of New York or the state of New York that commute to school. That's where I went to college, in the CUNY system. Okay, we finally made it. 34th Street. Let's go ahead and make this right and head through Herald Square, which is where you're gonna see the main Macy's. And then we'll check out the Penn 2 project by Vornado. But here is the Empire State Building. Right, so now we're going to come across Avenue of the Americas. And you'll be able to see Herald Square. flagship Macy's. As we head over towards 7th Avenue, where you have 34th Street Penn Station. Right. Here we are, Avenue of the Americas, looking downtown. And this is the main Macy's, or as you could call it, the flagship store. Distance, you can see the Hudson Yards development. We'll have to do another tour another day. We're coming up on the corner of 34th and 7th. You're going to to see one of the main entrances to Penn Station. You can get the 1, 2, 3 A, C, and E trains, as well as the Long Island Railroad, New Jersey Transit, and Amtrak. See the brand new entrance to Madison Square Garden, as well as the newly constructed Penn 2 project. See the structure off into the distance in the right. They did a really, really good job here. Chances are, if you've been to Penn Station, let's say 2 years ago, that was the earliest you've been, it looks absolutely completely different. They've just done an amazing job of transforming Penn Station from an absolute horror show to this beautiful, beautiful experience for people who are just coming to the city for the first time. And on 33rd Street, they tore down the Pennsylvania Hotel, which that hotel sucked. It was old, it was nasty, lots of roaches, so it's good that they did that. But look at how beautiful this looks. You have the brand new entrance to the Long Island Railroad. You can see Madison Square Garden in the distance, as well as Hudson Yards. So if you all enjoyed this walking tour of New York City's Fifth Avenue and the brand new Penn 2 project, feel free to leave a like, video, and subscribe for more walking tours in New York City. And if you're thinking about buying or selling real estate in New York and you need some help and you want to work with me, feel free to send me an email at the address below, and I'd be more than happy to help you and your family find the perfect apartment right here in New York. Thanks so much for watching.